Hello, my name is Hannah and the book I read was Fashionopolis by Dana Thomas, a thought-provoking exploration of the fashion industry's impact on our world. Dana Thomas takes us on a journey through the complex web of fashion, unveiling the environmental and ethical challenges woven into its fabric. In Fashionopolis, Thomas sheds light on the environmental toll of fast fashion, urging us readers to reconsider our consumer choices. She challenges us to be conscious consumers, advocating for sustainable practices that can reshape the industry's future. Dana Thomas invites us to envision a fashionopolis where creativity coexists with responsibility. Her book serves as a call to action, encouraging us to embrace a fashion revolution that values not only aesthetics but also the well-being of our planet and its inhabitants. Thomas starts off by saying how the fashion industry works and how it became what it is today. She explains to readers that fast fashion all started because one man named Richard Arkwright, an English entrepreneur, dedicated that faster was better. He kicked off the Industrial Revolution by opening the world's first water-powered textile mill, starting fast fashion and causing 250 years of creative thievery, indifference for others, corruption, and pollution. Thomas then describes the negatives of sweatshops, pollution, and bad working conditions people experience. Thomas visited many of the places she wrote about, and took other information from people she interviewed who were involved in the fashion industry. Most of the places she visited were sweatshops and horribly run textile factories that housed many workers making barely enough money to survive. One of the factory workers she interviewed was a 40-year-old woman, who in a terrible factory fire was unable to work anymore. Being the only provider in her house, she had to pull her 14-year-old daughter out of school and forced her to work in a factory. Throughout the book there were many other similar stories from people Thomas interviewed. Because Thomas actually visited places and talked to trustworthy people, it allowed her to connect with her readers on another level and made all of her book credible. The second part of the book takes a more positive turn. Thomas explains all the many ways people can fight fast fashion, like by buying less and researching places before you buy from them. And she explains different solutions to various problems we face every day while shopping. Lastly, she explains to her readers acts and laws countries are enforcing to fix the detrimental damage that fast fashion has caused on them. To represent what I learned from this book, I decided to make a shadow box showing the pretty side versus the ugly side of the fashion industry. They're completely opposite yet very related. For the pretty side, I chose to represent a fashion show, something that is well known and loved by many people. For the ugly side, I chose to represent it with a landfill, polluted with many thrown-away clothes, which is something that many people don't realize is the largest source of microplastics and pollution all around the world. This shadow box also represents how hidden and disregarded the ugly side of the fashion industry is. Throughout her book, Thomas explains how most without knowing contribute to fast fashion and up polluting the earth. Overall, the main message Thomas is trying to get across to her audience is that we the buyers can control the fashion industry. So in order to change it for the better, we should buy smarter and more responsible. She explains in her books that buying less clothes and shopping at local shops and more ethical stores can help reverse the effects of fast fashion, which will lead to better working conditions for people all around the world, less pollution, and an overall healthier and happier planet. So I advise you to take this message and use it, because only good things can come from it.